Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Silent Podcast, a place where anything but talent. We're back. Stop clapping to talk Big Brother. I'm host Isaiah, and we're here with the Belks Checks crew for our first of many midweek check-ins. I'm here with my co-host Katie. Katie, what's up?
Oh my God, what's not up? Thank God we're doing this season. Well, at least it's only week one, but there's a lot to talk about midweek. So I'm happy to be here.
All right, we also got Janelle. Janelle, what's up?
I'm excited. The feeds have been giving, and we have a lot to talk about. Can't wait.
We do, and I actually still have a blank drawn for some of these people's names. So I'm
I
going
do.
to pull up the.
I've been watching the feeds, so don't feel
For
bad
sure.
about that.
But we're here to talk Big Brother. Very excited. Very eventful first week for the first in a while, which is pretty great. It's been a great sign for this season. The show has been edited pretty well. We're going to get into everything that's been going on. Don't really treat this like a live feed update. Don't treat this like a episode recap. We're just kind of here to give general feelings about how the week's
Just
going
chatting.
and just vibing. You know what I'm saying? We haven't done this in a while, so. Guys, what is the general feeling so far with the show, with the feed, with these people? How are you guys feeling about everything?
They are
Gina,
unhinged. Sorry.
I was going to say you go because we already talked during the draft, so I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Unhinged. I can't believe how the stress of the game is affecting. I don't know why I'm surprised, but like the level to which Angela has gone and some other interesting people, interesting conversations, interesting fights. Like I'm truly loving it. It's exciting, it's fun, it's giving us a lot to talk about, and it's like fun drama, not like disgusting drama. It's the kind of drama I enjoy. Some of them are wearing on my nerves already, but I'm excited.
I don't know if it's like the new meta of this show that the week one HOH is just cracked because since Frenchie, these people have been going crazy. Week one, Frenchie was crazy. Then who do we have? Fake Elvis. His HOH was messy. We had who was last season? Riley had a meltdown. Now this year, we have Angela going crazy. I mean, I don't know what they're pumping into the HOH room in the past few seasons, but they got to pump more of it because I'm loving every second of it.
I think this is definitely a good cast.
Yeah.
I feel like the thing that I've always felt with the new era of Big Brother, I'm referencing 23 and up, is the less production interference, the better.
Mm-hmm.
And even though I would say the season has a whole lot of production on it just for the first couple of days, it's not enough where it's like, oh, we're going to have something that completely messes up the entire foundation of the house, which is great. I will say, like, if last season didn't have like Suri, it might have been a little bit more interesting. If the season before that cast a little bit better and it was a better twist, I think that would have draw even more interesting. But this cast is cracked. I love it. I literally said this earlier this week, but I was like, Big Brother at its best is when it's not full of just game bots, but game bots in personality. I mean, yeah, people are going to play hard and personalities. You know what I'm saying? And this season has a perfect mesh of that. The people who know the show aren't playing that well, and the people who don't know the show aren't playing that well either, but they're bringing something to it, and I love it. Yeah, I heard Angela. Obviously, she's the talk of the town, so we might as well get to it. Katie, what's the vibe with Angela right now? What's going on with that?
Angela is my queen icon legend. She's wild. She's unhinged. I think she's going to be here for a very short time, but I want her to be here at least until like jury because I would love to see what she does on a jury. I don't have a lot of hopes that she's going to make it that far, but she got into a fight today with Kenny. I mean, like she is just going constantly. And it's great. I love every second of it. I might not agree with everything that she does or says or her noms constantly, but like, you know, it does feel like the house, I don't know if they're necessarily on her side, but they're definitely not on Matt's side. So then by default, they're on Angela's side. So maybe she can pull it out, but she is giving great television to me. Every conversation is wild. It's just like she just doesn't know how to interact with other human beings in an appropriate way. And it's just making for great feeds.
Yeah, I don't know what I would even call Angela because she's even making stuff up, like stuff that never even happened. She's convinced herself of, like she's talking herself into circles. I think that it's really fascinating how she has an inability to hold her tongue. Like she just says whatever comes to her mind. Like that fight with Kenny, I was like, just let him give up his game. Who the
Well,
F cares?
I was on her side 1,000% for that fight
I
today.
agree with her. I
But
agree with her. But a conversation between her and him, like he wasn't going to receive it. It wasn't going to go anywhere. Sure, it was fun to watch, but I'm like, let that fool go home. Let him
I
go.
actually think that could have been good for her game, though. So, Isaiah, if you didn't see it, and for anybody listening or watching who might not have seen it, there was a moment in the kitchen this afternoon where Kenny was sitting at the kitchen island thing that they have, and she was just like, "Kenny, you better whoop that kid's butt tomorrow in the competition. I need you to stay." And he was like, "I'm not going to do that. I have no desire to even fight Matt. He's my boy." And he basically was like, "Send me home. I don't care." So she was like, "Are you kidding me? Like, this is your life in this game. You need to fight for your life in this game. You worked hard to be here. We all worked hard to be here. All of us deserve to be here. You need to fight." And he's like, "I'm not fighting. I don't care. You put me in this position, so I don't really care." And he laid down, rolled over, gave up.
Very true.
I don't like the giving out part, but stand on business, Kenny. I know that's right. Listen,
No, Kenny can go. Kenny is a waste of casting. If that's how you're going to be.
And Kenny put Angela up, everyone would be like, "Yeah, Queen, get him." That's right. I know that's right, Angela.
No, not if she was giving up. If she was like, "I'm going to fight, I'm going to come back." But to see somebody, especially in their preseason casting whatever packages, being like, "I'm going for the sensitive people," and then you're going to stand there and cry because you got put up on the block week 1. Who's the sensitive one now? There's a demographic of white men that age that like to say things about other people being sensitive and call them snowflakes. And who's the sensitive one now? My guy, you sitting at the island because you can't take a woman saying you better beat that kid's butt. Who didn't even run an alliance with him? He literally said, "Matt didn't promise me anything." That might not even keep him if he's up next to chemo. He hasn't even committed his vote. And you're going to throw $750,000 potential away for this loser, Matt, who we'll get to eventually.
Well, I will say, I think Angela is a Karen for sure. But
he's definitely Karen.
It's a fun character. I'm okay with it. You know what
I'm
saying? Like, oh my God, you aggressively threatened. Girl, get out of here. But amazing television. I'm so here for Angela. I love the crackness. You know what I'm saying? I hope she doesn't go anytime soon. And I think she's great for the game. The only thing with Angela, I think that she is such an out there person, right? That a lot of these other players who were kind of going to be forced to be like up front, have to like play the game and stuff. They're going to be hiding behind this facade for quite some time now. Shout out to my guy, Andrew Yellow. Check out his content. He's fire. But I think that, honest to God, I feel like a lot of these people are about to hide behind Angela this week, which is very interesting. And it's like, are you guys going to stand on business next week and try to do something big? Or are you guys just going to put up a consensus target next week because that's what everyone's been doing? I don't know. Obviously, Kenny's leaving probably this week.
Well,
I'm assuming. Is it Matt?
Yep.
If he's
unless he wins the AI comp, it's Matt.
Yeah.
Too many competitions, by the way. I'm not banging with that. But Matt right now is probably going home, right? What's stopping him from doing Kenny next week? I don't know. It's just like, I don't want the thing with Big Brother. It's so programmed right now for like majority alliances just to stick together, do consensus vote until like jury, obviously. I hope that with these equitable competitions, because Angela, I didn't expect to win the first HOH, kind of starts a path of like chaoticness and craziness and unpredictability. I just don't want a predictable first half of the season because there's so much potential. I'm yapping right now, but I just have so much to think about with this.
Well, here's my feeling on it, and I actually feel like this is why I kind of like this AI comp twist. I mean, we have to see it play out. We don't really know how it's going to go on Thursday, but the concept of it I kind of like, because the HOH is forced to put up at minimum 3 people. You can't even put up pawns because one of them could win, and then what are you going to have, like 2 pawns on the block? Like, you can't have 2 pawns next to each other, but your pawns are going to go home. So I just feel like, and then a potential for a 4th nomination. Like, Angela had to nominate 4 people this week, and one of them is guaranteed. 2 of them are guaranteed to stay. 3 of them this week are staying because because Lisa came off the block. So I feel like it's really going to force people to show their cards, and you can't have just like everybody be a pawn. You're going to have to show your cards and put up people who you actually want to go, multiple people who you want to go, because you can't risk the one target and 2 pawns winning the AI comp. Same thing with backdoors. I think it's going to be pretty interesting with how they're going to handle backdoors this season because it's not guaranteed. So I think that might switch up a little bit. Let's just put up a pawn and this other block star and like hope or whatever and our target and hope they go. Like, I think they're going to have to be a little more creative this season. But again, we'll see what the comps look like and how it goes, because they might, just like that Big Brother 24 twist of the besties, they figured out how to game it right away. Like, maybe these people figure it out, but I don't know if I have as much faith in them as I did.
mean, Battle of the Block, they did it twice, 17, 16, and they broke it immediately.
Yeah.
I was so Brooklyn said something about they're not going to know the final noms until like moments before they vote.
Yeah. It's going to be, I think the comp is live. I think it's live on Thursday, right?
Right. That's what that's my understanding. The AI comp is live.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody's going to come off, and then there will be 2 more people on the block. So as long
and how long is that supposed to last?
We don't know.
I don't know.
I think till jury, but we don't know.
Till jury.
Interesting. Okay. All right. So we'll see how that goes. Andrew actually asked, how do we like the way they edited the comp? I mean, the Sunday's episode. 90-minute episode too, by the way. Mm-hmm. Very interesting. How do you guys feel about it?
It's fine.
Yeah, it was. I like the comp itself. The edit, I don't. Either way, I'm fine. But I liked the style of the comp, and I think if we have comps like this and comps like we saw in the first 2 episodes, we're in for a really interesting season moving forward, because really anybody can win. Obviously, they're not all going to be like that. I loved that they're setting us up already for Angela and Matt. Like, they know this is the story and they're going with it. So they gave us the conversation that we didn't see on the feeds of where he did maybe not aggressively threaten her, but he did threaten her that he would put her up and whatever. He has the whole house, which he does not. And he's still saying that today on the feeds. He's saying that to T-Core right now. You may as well vote for me because otherwise you're voting against me and I have the whole house and I'm staying when he's going, if he's on the block. So it was good. I liked it.
Yeah, I love the comp. And I really like the aspect of having the ability to eliminate other people during the comp.
Yeah.
And show their cards. I really, really like this comp, and I'm hopeful that we're going to have a lot more comps like this. Because like Katie and you, I did not expect Lisa or Angela to pull that off at all.
Also, shout out to this season so far. We have a woman HOH and a woman who won the veto. I don't know the last time that we had that. I saw a stat on Twitter today saying like this is one of the first weeks in a long time where a woman was not up on the block and right up for eviction the first week. And I don't know exactly how many seasons, but a pretty long time. So it's already working. I mean, we're already seeing different types of people on the block ready for week 1. Yeah, we still have the old guy, but at least Matt's up there.
Messy. I mean, let's speak about Matt. Is Matt misunderstood or is the reads
No.
on Matt valid?
Matt misunderstands himself. He doesn't even know what he's saying when he's speaking. Like, if you watch him on the feeds, it's like a hamster wheel. It's like you can't get off. You cannot get off the conversation.
How about you, Janelle? Because I'm looking at your tweet right now. Matt's favorite thing to say is, you will see in 3 months.
In 3 months.
Oh my God. All day long he says that because he's just trying to really prove what he said to people. I swear to God, I said this. You'll see in 3 months that I didn't this. You'll see in 3 months that I that. He was very interesting at first. I was enjoying watching him because he was so messy, just spilling everything to everybody, holding up court in the
storage room.
Yes, people in and out, putting a lot of attention on himself. Angela was already watching him. So I was interested in all that and interested in the mess that he was creating. But this battle with Angela, he did not expect. And I think he's taken aback and he's really trying to victimize himself in this situation.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's trying to make it seem like he's been done so wrong and he's been done so dirty. And he mentioned Taylor. They cut the feeds like that. So I don't know where he was about to go with that.
Now I see the plot. That's crazy.
Yes, he's
no, it's a Taylor fan. She's like, oh, he said something about Taylor.
Yeah, he was about to, I think, use her situation and relate it to his with Angela, is what I think he was about to do. He's like a perpetual victim so far. Ever since this happened with Angela, I don't think it's as bad as he feels it is, or he thinks it's being received.
No, he's right. This is just like when Daniel called out Taylor, man. Like, look, same thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's the same. I don't think people are perceiving it the same. People aren't angry at Angela. She didn't even say anything about his mom. I feel like she only responded when he brought up his mother. She didn't say anything bad about his mom. He said, "My mom's gonna have to watch it." She's like, "Your mom's gonna have to watch you be a brat." Something along those lines. Like, okay, she didn't have to call him crazy eyes and all that kind of mess, but he's not garnering the
Not
type
wrong.
of
Oh my god.
She's not. And the feeds are also playing into it. They're zooming into his eyes when he's talking. I mean, like he's just very intense. He's very intense.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't think he's being received as he thinks he is. Like he even said that this vote is a vote on morality. No.
He's been saying that all day.
Listen, I want Matt to stay. And the reason why, I'm team fun feeds and team fun TV. And this guy is so cracked because he's so bad at the game.
Well, here's my God, sorry.
Oh no, I'm saying my favorite player of all time is Devin Shepard, if you guys didn't know that already. And he was just the most amazing television. I've never seen someone get so much airtime for like 4 weeks, but like he was amazing. Okay. And I'm not saying Matt's at Devin Shepard level, but he definitely could get there at this point if he stays around long enough. So I'm here for it. Okay. I want Matt to stay. I want the cringe showmance and the crazy eyes. I just need a week of a Matt HOH to solidify his greatness. That's what I need. So I want mess.
I felt the same way today, and then I watched hours of Matt on the feeds, and it's not fun feeds. It's insufferable, and they don't even give us another camera to switch to. He's on all 4 cameras. So there's other stuff going on in the house, and all 4 cameras were on Matt and Lisa for like 3 hours, and they're just having the same conversation over and over and over again. I'm like, please just give us something else to watch. I don't even care if it's people playing bumper pool or making dinner. Like, let me just watch anything else than this guy talk about how he read the Bible and worked with a preacher to help him like break down his ego and learn how to handle aggressiveness, and he doesn't want to be that way against people, and he understands the stereotype for guys that look like him. I'm like, oh my god, please, like I just like
this is why he's
said
great.
In an episode, it's like, okay, sir, do you understand? Do you hear the words that are coming out of your mouth? No one feels bad for you. Literally, no one feels bad for you.
This is why he's great. This is why he's great though, because he's so cringe, bro, and he pisses everybody off, including the viewer. I think that is so freaking funny, especially if they put it in the episode. You know, it's going to be like
it'll be an episode. Yeah,
that's why I'm like, I need this in my life right now. Like, I love menace players who don't know that they're the menace. Like, he is very blind, but he's not problematic. I'm here for that.
Yeah, no. He's just annoying.
I like delusion. I love it. Delusion's my favorite. Yeah. So I'm on an island here. But Team Matt, I hope Matt stays, and he's on my draft team. So there you go.
True.
But too much woe is me. Like I'm ready. I don't care if he goes. The drama ensues because more so of other people than Matt. Do you know who do you
want to stay?
Chemo. Love Chemo.
Me too.
I hope Chemo leaves now. There you go. Anyway.
I hope Kenny goes. So I would be okay if Matt and then Kenny gets voted out.
Yeah.
But I do want, Matt is so delusional that he literally said to T-Core earlier, exactly what Janelle said. It's a vote on morality. If you don't vote with me, you're voting to sign off all the things that Angela said to me. And that just shows me where you stand, and you'll be against me. And I have the whole house. So you may as well just vote with me, because then I can make it work for you. But if you don't vote with me, then there's not much I can do. When literally the whole house is against this man. I don't think there's anyone that maybe Leah and Mackenzie care. What's her name? Mackenzie?
What about Kenny?
Yeah, well, he's not voting. He's going to be on the block. Unless he wins.
So wins that AI comp.
Yeah. Well, he said he's going to roll over and give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm listening. This doesn't sound like a puppet master, if you ask me. Shut up, Matt.
No,
anyway. Let's see what else is going on in the house. Isn't there like a beef going on between like Tucker and Lisa, like a one-sided beef right now?
Yes. Tucker hates everybody. Tucker is like king of the haters, and it's amazing. Like he has such good hater energy. He hates her. He hates Matt. I think there was someone else today he was hating on. Kenny. He hates Kenny now. He gave the finger to Mackenzie and Matt after he said goodnight to them. I mean, this guy is like a gold mine of hate. it's great.
Yeah, and I have never seen his mannerisms, like the way in which that man operates is fascinating to me. I've
Same.
never seen anybody like him before. He reminds me of Jim Carrey a lot, like a
Yeah.
lot, a
Looks
lot.
just
Even
like
the
him.
way he speaks. So I'm interested to see what Tucker does. I wasn't counting Tucker in for anything, but I think Tucker's going to be very interesting because he was having fun playing up this. I'm going to be a pawn for you, blah, 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 pretending like he's on Matt's side. Like, I think he's going to be a fun undercover villain. And his type of hate is the fun hate. Like, it's
Yeah.
like a petty, stupid, silly hate that you could like enjoy watching. So I'm liking Tucker. I want Tucker to be around. I need him to be in the majority.
He's
Same.
obviously not Dr. Will, but that's a lot of Dr. Will kind of mannerisms right there.
True.
Listen, Tucker is very unserious, and I think it's great because he's just the perfect amount of unserious that people don't take him seriously enough. And I think he's going to be very dangerous once he starts taking things serious because no one's going to see it coming. Does he even have an alliance yet, or is he still saying no to people?
He said today, I think to Leah, or maybe it was today or yesterday, I don't know when it was, that he like wants to be a floater. And she was like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. So like everybody's fine with him not being in an alliance so far. I think it's interesting. I kind of like how he's moving around the house right now. He's making friends, but he's not really promising that much to anybody. He's in with Angela. I mean, he had a really good conversation with Angela when she was having the beginning of her meltdown. He took her into the have not room and was pretty nice to her. So I don't know. He's interesting. He has some emotional intelligence, even though he's like an extreme hater.
And I think he's pretty cool with everybody in the have not room as well.
Yep.
He to vibe with them and talk game with them a lot. So I think Tucker's going to be around for a little bit, thankfully.
We get some weird like flashes to him on the feeds today. I don't know, Janelle, if you saw, but in the middle, like there was a weird, very long discussion between Lisa and what's his name, Matt, outside. And then at that same time, Kenny and Angela were going at it in the kitchen. And then there was just like weird flips of him like out on the deck, and he was like talking to himself and crying. I mean, it was just like obviously he was having a moment, but they just like kept flashing to him, and it was just the amount of craziness that was going on the feeds today. I was like, you can't even keep up with all the different weird shit that's going on, and it's only with like 4 people. Where is everybody else? Where's Cam? Where's Chelsea? Where's Brooklyn? Like, show us what these other people are doing in the house.
Yeah,
I was going to ask who's invisible in the feeds right now.
Joseph. I haven't seen Joseph all day.
I like him too.
Yeah. Haven't seen Chelsea. Saw her a little bit. Haven't really seen Cam that much. She's in and out.
Brooklyn's in and out.
Yeah, Brooklyn's in and out.
Okay.
Secor had a long conversation with Matt earlier, so she's been around.
Can we talk about Lisa next? Because
yeah.
Somebody said on Twitter she looks like Kimmy Gibbler, and I cannot unsee it.
So true.
Unsee it. But I can't figure out what I think of her. Like, I feel like she's better than I thought she was going to be. And I think with real concrete information, she'd be much better. But she's real delusional to me. Like, I don't know where she has some of the perceptions that she has. And I keep hearing people that I like wanting to work with her. And I'm like, why? She's so weird.
Well, it's because she doesn't know what she's doing. She's never watched the show, you know? But you know, sometimes those are the best players. Derek X did not know anything about the show before he came on, and you saw how he ended up, you know. So sometimes recruits can could surprise you. And like,
what do you think of her, Katie?
She's unhinged.
Yeah.
She's almost more unhinged than Angela in my mind. I do think so. Yeah. I think Angela, she's coming from a place that's based in some reality, but I think it was like, okay, she's trying. I still don't really understand the thought of putting up Lisa in chemo, but like she kind of got it together. Thank God she put up Matt. That would have made no sense if she did anything else, but like she's kind of getting it together. Lisa doesn't know what she's doing. She can't move on from something. Like she cannot fake it at all. She wears everything on her face. She sat in that conversation today on the feeds with Matt for way too long. She should have walked away. She walked up to the hammock, and I don't remember who was there. It was like Chelsea, a couple other people were sitting on the hammock making jokes about like fake jobs that everybody was lying about, just like joking around. And she stormed up to them and she's like, I want to put to rest any of these fake narratives you guys have about me. Keep my name out of your mouth. And they're like, we're all just like joking around. I don't even know if she knew that they were talking about her or if she was going on what Matt was talking about. She's just like a lot. And then she goes in every room afterwards. She told Chemo that she doesn't think she's going to vote for him, or she doesn't know. She's not committing because of everything Matt said. She came really close to calling a house meeting today, really close, but Matt shut it down. She's a lot. So give her HOH next week and we'll see the house explode. I'm rooting for Elisa HOH. Just unhinged to unhinged.
What fascinates me about her is, and not necessarily today, but like yesterday, she was talking to some people. She be on it. Like she catches any inconsistency. She asks really good like follow-up questions. Like she be lawyering it. That's why she fascinates me, because I feel like if she had accurate information, she really could be an asset, because I don't think you're going to get much by her if it doesn't make sense, because just little inconsistencies. She's like, you mean this, you mean that, or this person, or she was constantly correcting like Matt. I was like, she has more than I thought she had. She's just in a lot of delusion right now.
Yeah.
About what's happening.
Okay. I guess one of the, because there's not that much to talk about, because a lot is just Angela and Matt. And then after this, you guys can throw in whatever you want. There's apparently, showmance wise, we have Matt and Mackenzie. Is that still intact?
No, I think they're just friends. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then what's up with this? Is this just a Twitter ship? Quinn and Leah, is this a Twitter ship, or is this turning into something?
Leah,
I think it's a.
Is this like a Stana type thing? Like,
yeah, I don't know. I guess there's like a couple of little things that have happened here and there, but I don't, they're giving Corey America a little bit, but like,
okay.
So who knows? Like, kind of flirting a little, but maybe not really.
I'll follow showmance, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I don't need a showmance this season. Actually, I would love if there was not one showmance this season. Agreed. Amy agreed.
Hey, man, I'm here for it. That
would be an interesting pairing. Leah, I don't know what to think of her either.
She's annoying as hell.
Very.
Annoying as hell. I've turned.
Everyone's talking about how they like her. What happened?
No, not me.
Listen to her on the feeds, talk for 5 minutes, and you won't be able to stand her.
Listen, this is what it feels to be a casual right now, man. It's just like it's great because I don't gotta worry about that.
She's like attention seeking, sympathy seeking.
She's a one-upper.
Yes, definitely a one-upper. I'm not quite sure about her. And did you see that whole performance she put on in that back room? I'm like, what is even happening?
Are you talking about when someone was talking about their journey coming out or something?
No,
about
the snakes and rats and stuff.
Did you I thought it was a Chemo.
Oh, that I didn't see, but she did. Well, that did happen. Chemo was telling his coming out story, and she totally co-opted that story and made it about her dead grandpa who just discovered podcasts, and who was like maybe a ghost. Like I don't really know what she was doing with all that, but she really took that conversation over, made it about herself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't care about her. I don't care about
Dang.
Her. I didn't say I don't dislike her, but she's just her vibe.
She's annoying.
Yeah.
Team Leah over here at Sound Pocket.
Just because we don't like her.
Yes. Yep. Katie.
Who else we got? Is there anything interesting going on with anyone else? I know there's 1,000 alliances. Notice I haven't been bringing them up because none of them seem genuine. I'm so sorry.
I think the Pentagon is probably the most genuine right now. Couldn't even tell you who's in it other than I know Cam, Cedric, Chelsea, T-Core, Brooklyn, Chemo, Quinn.
I've lost track.
Maybe
I don't know how Brain Steel has they'll show the relationships in the house and they'll say 1,000 alliances have formed on Brain Steel. That's what it feels like right now.
Yeah.
Usually there's at least something that's solid, but I don't really see
nothing feels that real right now.
Right. No. This week is not a good week for solidifying anything. I think next week, depending on the HOH, we'll start to see how people are truly moving. But the core of Chelsea, Cedric, and Cam seems pretty solid from what I can tell. They seem to really want to work together, those three, and then pull in other people. Brooklyn is interesting to me. I think she's going to be around for a while. A lot of people want to work with her, and a lot of people seem to really want to pull Brooklyn in, and she seems cool so far.
She's a good social game so far.
Yeah, excellent social game. A lot of people, Chelsea too, Cam too, Cedric too, those four. I feel like they're going to be around for a while while we have these crazies circling them.
Yes. I think Quinn is interesting. Quinn I think he's been really good at kind of giving people what they want to their face without really like knowing exactly where he stands. Like today when the feeds came back from the veto meeting, sounded like it was a little spicy. So we'll see it on Wednesday, which I'm excited about. Maybe Angela, Matt round 2. Matt was like really mad that she didn't give him an apology. First of all, he was blindsided because he thought it was Tucker. He didn't get an apology. He wanted an apology to his mom, which she did give him on the feeds one-on-one. And she did say his mother's name into the camera and apologize to her on the feeds personally, but that was not enough for him. So Quinn did a really good job of like, kind of agreeing with him and was like, yeah, this is really toxic. Like, I don't want this season to be known as like a toxic season. I didn't really sign up for that. But then he went in the kitchen and was there for the Angela Kenny fight. And then also took Angela's side in the can. It's like, you don't really know where he stands, but I think it's interesting because everybody's kind of trusting him a little bit. And he has a super overpowered power, like super overpowered.
That was ridiculous when I heard that.
Yeah.
Katie, did you hear what he wanted to do with it?
Yeah, it's iconic.
I think that's a terrible idea. He wants to use it on his own HOH and then blame
it on Lisa.
Smart as hell.
He wants to blame it on Lisa.
I was literally thinking that. I was literally like, why isn't anyone thinking about?
Yeah.
If he does that, he is a genius.
Especially because he already told Angela he has it. So like, why not use it on your own HOH and then blame it on Lisa?
That is genius in my book.
And Lisa will lose it. She'll lose it. It's going to be so good. I hope he does it. I hope he does it.
I love that.
I think that's a good idea if he does it in week 4. Like, I would hate to see him do that like next week and then something crazy happens to where he could have.
No, do it next week. I want the chaos.
Do it next week. Me too. I feel like they're coming off of like such chaos that we need to like keep going directly into chaos.
Keep it going.
Yeah. Keep the chaos going. I agree.
Big Brother Canada. Like this feels very Big Brother Canada right now.
Yeah,
like,
it's messy.
Please keep up the chaos.
He was giving good cam talk earlier today too. So I don't know. He's one to watch, I think.
Yeah, definitely. He's one of the ones that I think is more capable of making their way through this game.
He could slide right through, I think.
Absolutely. Nobody's looking at him. Like the ones I named earlier seem pretty cool. Him, hopefully Chemo and Takor. Like those are the crew that I'm really focusing on and enjoying. I'm hoping Takor can really get in with somebody because I like her. She's a little quiet.
I like her too.
She needs to I would like to play with her, but my personality is a lot more than hers. But I'm hoping that she can get into something.
I don't think I'd like to play with her, but I'd like to be friends with her.
You wouldn't like to
I need them to wake it up a little bit. They need to get it. And Chemo's on the block. And Lisa literally was like, I can't promise you now after my conversation with Matt that you have my vote. And he was like, okay. And I'm like, sir, hello. Dennis. This is not how we play this game here. You got to turn it on at some point. Dennis, you're a fan. So I don't know.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Like they definitely need to step it up for sure.
They're a little snoozy.
I like them. Yeah,
I like them too. I'm rooting for Chemo. I like Chemo. I like Takor, but I think they need to.
It's giving nothing.
Snap into it a little bit instead of snapping out of it.
Yeah, I agree with you.
We got anything else on anybody? I'm looking at the cast. I think we touched everyone. Outside, I guess, Rubina. That's the only person that wasn't mentioned. But
I like her.
Yeah, she's cool.
Funny.
I like a lot of people so far.
Honestly, everybody's pretty likable. I think this so far it's been enjoyable to watch because, like you said, Isaiah earlier, like no one's problematic. So it's like the people you hate, they're just annoying. So it's like you're not like hating them for valid reasons. It's just like they're annoying. So that's fun to me to watch.
It sounds like production something correct this time.
I can't
now.
Lisa.
What do we think of Ainsley so far? I think she's a great host. AI is taking our jobs, and they're starting with Julie Chen.
Sure.
I mean,
I just feel like I see the opening. I see the Julie Chen thing. They should have just used Julie Chen, and then they could have called it Chen Bot. That would have been fire. I guess
that's true.
Cool
that's
too,
kind of like a missed opportunity.
The graphic, even in the trailer before they started, they had Julie Chen Bot in there. But even Ainsley is cool, but just like the graphics are really like cringe. I'm like, it feels like a Disney Channel movie.
So camp, it's so funny.
I'm okay with it. I don't hate it. So far, she hasn't annoyed me, so I'm not going to hate on Ainsley. You know what I'm saying? That's why she's right here. You know, she's attached to this too. She's listening. So
she's listening.
But I'm cool.
If a majority had voted yes, that actual person would have been in the house, or was that a whole?
No.
Okay.
That girl's a TikToker. They found her in like 2 minutes. Her face was all over Twitter.
Oh,
So I guess she just like filmed it or whatever.
They were doing that regardless.
Did you guys see that Angela was on Dr. Phil with her whole family?
She was on Dr. Phil. She was on Price is Right. And then someone posted screenshots of her maybe on Let's Make a Deal, tentatively. So she's like making the rounds. So I don't know who she knows at CBS casting. But good for her. She's good TV. They know it.
So.
I gotta watch that Dr. Phil episode. It seemed
Her
crazy.
family. So her whole family was in crisis.
I saw like a 2-minute intro or something, and it was like the wife is preventing the daughter from talking to the husband, and she's an enabler or something like that. And it was like Angela telling the daughter when the husband was coming home so she could like go hide in the room or something. I don't know. It was like a 2-minute teaser, and I'm like, I gotta watch this episode. It's crazy.
Yeah. It was a mess. I'm like, okay, so this is truly who Angela is.
Oh,
this
yeah.
Is not the happenings of the Big Brother house.
No, you could even look at her coming down the aisle on The Price is Right, and you're like, there she is. That's our girl, Angela.
Okay.
She's a Big Brother legend already, Angela.
But all right, I think we basically touched up on everything so far. Like I said, this is the one of many just what is it called? Midweek check-ins. They're not going to be as long unless we have a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. But this has been the Matt and Angela show this week, so not much. Kenny can't go. He's born. Shout out Natalie. Me and
Kenny can go.
He really can.
But until further notice, this podcast is sponsored by Matt. So shout out Matt.
Can't even see his face.
And all right, anyway.
We tried. He said today, I'm being called ugly by someone's grandma. That's what he said today on the feeds.
And I think character, not even, he's just
listen, I really think Angela and Matt have the potential to be one of those all-star, like, legendary rivalries. Like,
me too.
Like, we got Jen and Evil Dick.
Yeah.
What else we got? We got Rachel in Danny. There you go. That's another one. I think Devin Shepard, Pal Turner. Yeah, listen,
Turner.
I guess, but we have plenty of like people who don't like each other. Oh God, Rennie and like freaking everybody.
Oh, Rennie, my queen. Yeah,
Jerry and Dan. Like, oh my God, there's so many out there. So like I want Angela, Rockstar and Brett. That's another one.
Rockstar and Brett, yeah.
Angela and Matt to be one of those things that just like sticks. Because I feel like they can give us so many moments. Like that speech, in my opinion, already is like one of those moments. I'm like, I'm gonna remember this for a long time.
Matt.
Okay.
It was the clapping that got me when everybody started.
Me too. When they all started clapping, that was so random. That's the funniest part. It was.
They were like confused. I was like, oh my God.
I know it all happened on Rockstar's daughter's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan and Russell. That's what you're talking about. Russell. Oh my God, Russell. I ain't scared of you.
Technotronics. Which is the veto comp. That was the veto comp, was Technotronics.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Brittany and Brett. Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. Anyway, I'm yapping at this point. But there you go. That's our Miss Show pod. If you guys want to support us, per usual, check out all of our socials and blah 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 blah. 5 stars. All right. Katie, where can people find you?
You can find me at Real Slim Katie on Twitter, and at twitch.tv/RealSlimKatie with an underscore at the end. And you can find me here Monday and Friday talking Big Brother. That's what I'm doing these days.
Yeah.
All right. How about you, Janelle?
Same. I'm Janelle_Michaud on Twitter. Find me here Monday, Wednesday. Katie and I are going to share or do together the exit press for this season, starting this upcoming Monday. You'll find me on Twitter tweeting about all this madness, all this craziness. That's where you can find me.
All right. Per usual, you go find me at 8 Ball Bangers. This is the second of 3 podcasts I'm recording tonight. So you can find me also covering Survivor Philly starting next week. The episode drops tomorrow. I helped with filming for that. It was a great time. So make sure you check out Survivor Philadelphia. We're going to be doing coverage here, Mark and Davey. You can also check out this, of course, every Monday and every Friday. Don't forget Monday and Friday, unless we have something special. But until next time, Have a good one. Goodbye.
Bye.